We're live. Hey, everybody, welcome to our Friday YouTube Live thing for the Spinning Wheels Tour. I'm Jim.
I'm Steve.
And we're
And you're awesome.
And we're coming.
Thank you.
That's right. Mike is back there too. We're coming to you from Collingwood, Ontario. First time I've ever been to Collingwood. I like it. Tomorrow morning, starting at 8 a.m., we'll be in the Loblaws parking lot right next to the farmers market. So if anyone wants to come and see us, buy a jersey for $100, or potentially now we have T-shirts that you can buy for $20, or just come out and talk to us. There's also be a community ride starting at 2 o'clock, and we'll post the route later tonight on the Facebook page. So
you can also challenge us to feats of strength.
Yes. Apparently, there's also cideries, distilleries, wineries at the food at the farmers market, along with some food. So we take all sorts of gifts if you're looking for it that way.
Now, a number of you, particularly rigid riders, are making plans to come up and ride with us tomorrow. We literally can't wait. Can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you. So we'll meet in that same parking lot, and then we'll go for a little ride. Also, another friend of the Spinning Wheels Tour, Naomi Vizanji, neurologist from Toronto, was coming up, and we're so looking forward to seeing her too. So yeah, everyone head to Collingwood tomorrow. Either 8 in the morning, we'll be there, or for 2 o'clock for a ride, or for both. We're looking forward to this. Steve, how did we get to Collingwood?
Well, it's been a long and winding road. I won't recount it, but I will give you some statistical information about our route so far. We have traveled 4,815 kilometers. I've checked, and that is the same distance as traveling by car from Toronto to Suriname, to the capital city of Suriname, South America. And we have also scaled a vertical rise. And now that we're in Ontario, it's definitely going up again. We have scaled 31,437 meters, which for height, if you think of a tall guy that you know, like Mike Logren, who is 6 feet 2.5 inches, that would be scaling 16,459 mics.
That's impressive. You know what? I'm not going to lie. My legs feel that right now. And so we're looking forward to a short ride tomorrow. We'd really like to thank a couple of people that we've come across during our time, because, you know, last time we talked, we were in Marathon. We went to White River, to Sault Ste. Marie, to Blind River, to Sudbury, to Parry Sound, and we met some very key people. So Marie and Richard Tremblay in Sault Ste. Marie put us up for the night, and we had a great time there. One of their neighbors, Andre, gave us a route on the Great Lakes Waterfront Trail that kept us off of the busy highway, and we were really appreciative of that.
May have saved our lives for all we know.
May have saved our lives for all we know. We'll talk a little bit about this later, but Pete Istvan and Kathleen McGill really are amazing people from Parry Sound. And then today, we had some local knowledge and a great ride with James Scott to get us from Orillia to Collingwood. So, you know, for everyone who goes that extra bit for us, we sincerely appreciate that. But Parry Sound, how did you like that?
Well, Parry Sound has particular significance to me. It's where I participated in my first charity ride that was put on by Peter Istvan and his friend Dave Newell. It was an awakening for me, and I've gone back to visit Peter and had rides with him, and I find that each time I do, I end up evolving some element of acceptance of Parkinson's. It's a very therapeutic place for me, this time included.
Oh, absolutely. So, you know what? We rolled in on the 10th. On the 11th, we met at the Canadian Tire parking lot. Peter said, "Hey, you know what? There's going to be 4 people there for sure to ride with us." There turned out to be about 20. We headed off towards Gravenhurst.
20 eerily fast riders. There's something in the water.
That's right, especially going up hills.
Yes.
And then when we got to Gravenhurst, by that time everyone else had dropped off, which we really appreciated them riding with us. We were treated to a fabulous lunch at Kathleen's parents, Wayne and Barb, and wow, it was great. And then we got some more local knowledge from Wayne McGill to get to Orillia. And yeah, it was, but to have that many people there come out and ride with us was phenomenal. So we're going to try to make sure that you know where we're going in the future, so that we can get that. Now, speaking of that, we're having problems with the website. And the people at the website platform, the company, they're working on it. So not only have we had internet issues, which hopefully now are fixed, but we're having problems with the website, so the events aren't coming up as well as they can. We'll get those on Facebook. We'll talk about Instagram as well. But so tomorrow we're I don't even know what the date is today. It's the 12th. Tomorrow the 13th. It will be Collingwood in the morning. Then we're making our way to Waterloo. There's something in Waterloo. We'll post that on Facebook as well. In Toronto, on the 18th at night, we're going to have a pub night. It's being put together right now. We'll make sure we get info on that. On the 20th, that's the Hamilton to Mississauga ride. That's the Rigid Riders ride, but Steve's going to talk about that.
So Rigid Riders and prospective Rigid Riders, you are very welcome to join in as well. These details are going to be going out shortly, but I'll preview them to say that we're going to be meeting in Hamilton at the Bayfront Park at the parking lot. The route between Hamilton and Mississauga is 50 kilometers along our lakefront or lake shore trail, and so for those who are not interested in going 50 kilometers, we're going to have 2 additional starting points. One will be in Burlington and another in Oakville. And we've chosen those because they cut up the time nicely, but also because they have GO stations that are reasonably proximate. So details to follow on this shortly. When we get to Mississauga, we're going to have a party.
Absolutely we are. Look, after Mississauga, we're heading out the next day. The 22nd, we're getting from Port Hope to Peterborough, where Lanny Thomas is and Leanna Brown are putting on something quite special for us there. So there'll be another group ride set up. Again, more details to come on that. And then we're getting to Ottawa. All right, the 25th in Ottawa, 9 a.m. Britannia Park. There's also going to be Boxing for Health is coming. And you're going to be able to either ride or participate in a boxing class at 11 o'clock. And so there'll be coffee, refreshments, and some again the Rigid Ride or the jerseys and T-shirts for sale. So
speaking of, so last time we did our reveal for you of our cycling jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
This time we have a reveal for you of our T-shirts.
Here it comes. Hopefully this translates well. I don't know whether you can feel how soft these are, but I can, and they're great. So Spinning Wheels T-shirt, all right.
Soft as a baby's bottom.
Soft as a baby's bottom, according to Mike Logren.
Oh no, we've tested it. We had a line of babies, checked them all,
Okay, yeah,
blindfolded.
with parental consent.
Yeah.
By the way,
And
yeah,
we could tell the difference.
Okay.
We could tell which was which, but,
we definitely
but
could.
still, very soft.
Memorable moments from this week, besides what we have talked about. One of them is that we have two very special guests with us right here in Collingwood, and they came out yesterday. Our wives are here, Krista and Lori, and they're helping out with the support crew.
You guys look more relaxed.
and
What are you
it,
saying?
it is great. It is great to see them. I'm really enjoying my time with everybody. So that's one. The Perry Sound one, meeting Andre, and talk and meeting Maria and Richard. That stay in Sault Ste. Marie was a total highlight for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Future highlights are Jim and I are considering entering an Olympiad of sorts. No details to follow.
No details to follow, but we were told we could do it. So that's it. Hey, with all, you know what, this wouldn't be possible without a lot of people or a lot of support. And part of that support is from Athletes Care. And we just want to say thank you again to Athletes Care, physiotherapy chain in Southwestern Ontario that are, are sponsoring our major sponsor. So we would still love people to join in the sponsorship, but we are so appreciative to Athletes Care. And if you have anything that needs any sort of physiotherapy care, we're suggesting Athletes Care.
I don't mind telling you, on 2 occasions I've had injuries that did require treatment. Both of them I went to Athletes Care, and I'm talking with people who so clearly know what they're doing. It made such a massive difference. It's called Athletes Care. You don't have to be a dyed-in-the-wool athlete to use their services, but if you are, you're going to benefit from it as well.
All right. Anything else for this week?
We have a question here about the
we have
Wi-Fi in Northern Ontario.
We have a question about the Wi-Fi in Northern Ontario. You know what? There isn't a lot. And that's just kind of the way it goes, right? It is. We were talking to people, and they're very frustrated with they phone up and they can't get a lot of people to come out and fix their Wi-Fi. So it is. It's been difficult. You know what? We're really happy to be back where we can get more consistent Wi-Fi, and so we can start communicating more consistently with you. But that was a problem. The one time when we did get consistent Wi-Fi in Blind River, they shut the power off to the town at 7 a.m. the next morning, so that our consistent Wi-Fi ended when they turned the power off for the entire town. We don't think that things are stacked up against us, but we were starting to wonder at that point.
One concluding thought: if Jim and I looked tired to you, it could be the lighting, or it could be the fact that we've just looked over our records and we have just ridden for 10 consecutive days at an average of 131 kilometers per day, for a total of 1,305 kilometers without a break in the last 10 days.
And we wouldn't have been able to do it without your support. So keep the Facebook comments coming, keep the Instagram likes and comments coming, send Steve's blog, keep the comments coming. We really appreciate what you're doing for us. You're keeping us going.
We read every single one of them.
We do.
And they really help.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Borden, are you there? because we want to say hi to you, and we're hoping that we might see you soon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike Borden. That's awesome.
Eventually.
Eventually. Anyway, before we run on too long, which we probably already have, we appreciate it if you stuck it out. You know what? This is exciting, right? We're getting into the area of Ontario where we know people and we get to see faces that we haven't seen in potentially a couple months, and that's exciting.
Don't be worried, but we are creeping up on you.
All right, everybody. Until next week, where I believe we'll be broadcasting from Toronto, spinningwheelstour.ca. Don't forget to donate. We'll see you later.
He's got a question about the